So you might think I've gone off the deep end, but I don't really care. I'm going to try and use dogs as a metaphor to basically why I have such a strong relationship on Christ and why I depend on it. And not only that, but how dogs can give you insight on who you really are. So yeah, we'll start there. So all four of these dogs kind of represent who I am one way or another, good or bad things. So Argos here, he naturally he's a guard dog. He's going to protect his family. He's going to be really intimidating in his own element. But overall, you take him out of his element and he's like the biggest baby ever. Ellis, stop. Speaking of Ellis, Ellis is never able to hold still. He's always way too excited to go somewhere to the point where it's to his fault. And that's kind of how I am. A little bit too busy, a little bit too overexcited. Abel always needs a job. He's got a ton of physical energy and he always needs direction and guidance to be successful. Otherwise, he would be totally self-destructive. Then Brewski, my pride and joy. Good boy. Brewski kind of represents to me the unconditional love and loyalty to his owner and his family, and doesn't really care who you are or what you're doing. He will love on you. So that's how they kind of represent me in a way. Now, what does that have to do with Christ? So I believe that God uses things around you, whether it's people, animals, that teach you things about life and basically that really help you through the struggle of life and live to your fullest. So in a way, the dogs represent all my faults and how I need direction so badly from God. And it's not really like a religious thing, like, oh, I need to follow the Bible. It's more about learning who Jesus Christ was and learning about what an incredible human being he was and what he did for people, and to really shine light on what really matters. So if you're going through life right now and you've been just trying to do your own thing and you're leaning on your own wisdom and it's just not working out, because I can't tell you how many times I've done that, maybe explore having a relationship with Christ. Not necessarily going to church, but maybe just getting familiar with who was Christ. What did he do? What do people do that do have a relationship with them? And, if you're struggling out there, you are seriously not alone. Like, even having a relationship with Christ and having that guidance, like a pack leader, it's still difficult. But I realize that I alone myself cannot survive this crazy life without some kind of guidance, and this is my guidance that I rely on. So in a way, like, he is my pack leader, but ultimately, without his direction and guidance, I would be self-destructive, just as my dogs would be self-destructive if they didn't have any training, guidance, discipline, boundaries, affection, comfort, a place of home. And those are all the things that I get from just having a relationship with Christ. And I know it's kind of a hard concept to grasp, because many times in my life I've been like, why do I really believe in this? But now more than ever, I truly feel like nothing is random and everything is linked, and God is just holding your hand and basically swimming with you, but you feel like you're drowning. But he's teaching you how to swim, I guess. Anyway, that was really awkward. So that's how I think you can kind of relate to the little things in life. Like, look at your dog. What does your dog teach you? They can only reflect who you are.